So this is the flow chart of human digestive system. Human digestive system. So already I said the alimentary canal. The alimentary canal have the following. Alimentary canal consists to nearly 9 parts. I said here. Let us take mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, duodenum, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. So these are the parts of the alimentary canal or food pipe or gut. Start with the mouth to end with the anus. So now the food enter into the mouth where physical and chemical changes are occurred. Physical changes by the teeth, chemical changes by the saliva. From there to food through the buccal cavity, then enter into the pharynx. Pharynx is a junction where food and air joins. From here to food goes to esophagus, air goes to trachea. From the esophagus, so in esophagus there is no physical and chemical changes. Only food passes through in which. Then esophagus to stomach. Here food bowl undergo physical and chemical changes, that is called bolus. Now now from the stomach is enter into the duodenum, that is as a chyme. This chyme is enter into the duodenum. It is the first part of the small intestine. So in duodenum, two organs, liver, it opens right side, pancreas, it opens in left side. So liver produce bile juice, pancreas produce pancreatic juice. Liver juice do not have any enzymes. It secrete only salts and pigments. Pancreatic juice consists of pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin, amylase. So from the duodenum, small intestine, then large intestine, through the rectum and anus. So this is the flow chart. Already we studied the enzymes table in previous class. In examination level, in choose the correct answers mainly. So this flow chart is most important. Let us take the 1, give the number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here duodenum is also part of the small intestine. So you want to count 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 parts. Yesterday I said already. Mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. Duodenum also keep in your mind. Sometimes in examination level, they may give empty in this box. You have given down, they may give the options. Which is the word should be in the empty box, means like that they may give in examination level, so that you should go through the deeply this box about flowchart of the digestive system human being. Now health aspects. So it is important to keep our body healthy nature. So we know that so the human alimentary canal usually functions remarkably well, considering we know that so here this is important. Vomiting, sometimes it is occurred. Vomiting means whatever we taken into the mouth or enter into the stomach, intestine, it's expelling outside. Sometimes if it is not fit to our body, if some any changes occurred in the food what we taken, that immediately we should expel. expelling of food from the mouth, whatever taken, that is called riding itself unwanted or harmful substance from the stomach. Vomiting is the body's method of riding or ridding itself unwanted or harmful substances from the stomach. Already we discussed peristaltic movements. The wavy manner movements of the bolus or food bowl is called peristaltic movement, which is occurred in mainly esophagus and stomach. So the stomach and esophagus reverse their normal direction, the food is expelled. Here what's happened, instead of peristaltic movement means from up to downward, it will be occurred reverse from down to up, so that whatever food present in down, it will come up and we should expel outside. That is called vomiting. It occurred only when we take the food which is not fit to us or poisonous or unwanted material. That is keep in our mind. Next, vomiting also occurs when we eat something indigestible or poisonous. Just now I said the material which is not fit to us. So when we see a greenish vomit, usually called bilious or liveris, sometimes we expelled from the mouth as a greenery, watery substances. So it is a bitter taste. It is often the result of overeating because of not digesting, that will be expelled outside from the mouth. So the liver is unable to cope with the excessive fat, we get a feeling of nausea. So whenever if the liver is filled, means what happen, excessive fats material are present in our body, so liver will be becomes as a fatty liver. That time we will get nausea, uneasy and vomiting nature. Mainly indigestion is a general term when there is a difficulty in digesting food. Healthy people can usually avoid problems relating digestion, so we must follow, this is called a diet. That is important, not to omit or to keep our body healthy against vomiting. We have to follow the some precautions, that is now here some of the points. Having simple well balanced diet or meal. Simple well balanced diet we have to maintain. So don't do the physical exercise after immediately eating. Only morning evening only we have to do the physical activities. After eating immediately we don't do the physical. If you do after eating, we will vomit. Next, we have to drink the sufficient water. We have to drink the sufficient water for proper digestion, and also we have to take the fiber rich food material and not spicy and material. So avoid constipation. Constipation is indigestion. When we take the food which is having fibers more, digestion occur properly. If we not eat fiber rich material, it leads to constipation. So sometimes many problems we should affected if the food which is not in a healthy way are good. So indigestion, stomach ache, stomach ulcers leads to. So this is mainly peptic ulcers. When you take acidic food materials, peptic ulcers are arises. And when the bacteria is over in our stomach, sometimes it causes ulcers, acidity also. We know that in our body, particularly in stomach, Escherichia coli bacteria is there. For the digestion of the food material, it need. But sometimes, if this bacteria is excessive, it leads to acidity as well as peptic ulcers. So now we are going to discussing the most important topic in examination level. So let us here choose the correct answer. Sometimes short answer questions also it will come. So malnutrition. Malnutrition, which means eating a food that does not contain required nutrients. That is, it leads to malnutrition. మనం తీసుకున్నటువంటి ఫుడ్లో మనకు కావాల్సిన న్యూట్రియంట్స్ లేకుంటే అది మాల్ న్యూట్రిషన్కి దారి తీస్తుంది అన్నమాట. సో మెయిన్గా మనం తీసుకున్నటువంటి న్యూట్రియంట్స్ మెయిన్ ప్రోటీన్స్, కార్బోహైడ్రేట్స్, ఫ్యాట్స్, విటమిన్స్, మినరల్స్. So these primarily and main three types of materials: proteins, carbohydrates, fats. So what we taken in our diet, through that diet, if these materials are not taken, our body will be weakened. It leads to malnutrition. So malnutrition means eating a food that does not contain required nutrients. అంటే మనం తినే ఆహారంలో మనకు కావాల్సిన న్యూట్రియంట్స్ లేకుంటే దాన్ని మాల్ న్యూట్రిషన్గా చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. ఈ మాల్ న్యూట్రిషన్ వల్ల మనకి చాలా అనేక రోగాలు వస్తుంటాయి అన్నమాట. మెనీ డిసీజెస్, పర్టికులర్లీ హియర్ యూ కెన్ సీ దట్. సో మెయిన్లీ హియర్ due to malnutrition, three kinds of diseases we can see. So protein malnutrition, calorie malnutrition, protein calorie malnutrition. Protein malnutrition means itself name it has. Our diet losing the proteins. So if we lost the proteins, or if we not take protein contained food material in our body, especially children's, school children's, due to deficiency of proteins, one disease that is kwashiorkor. Calorie malnutrition due to lack of carbohydrates, that is calorie malnutrition. Protein calorie malnutrition. So excessive, if you take, it leads to obesity. So now let us one after one discuss the now protein deficiency disease. Yes, kwashiorkor, right list. So it is important in examination level. Already previous I said, what is malnutrition? The food which does not have any one or more than one required nutrients, that is called malnutrition. By the malnutrition, previous we seen three types of diseases: protein malnutrition, protein calorie malnutrition, and calorie malnutrition. Now kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor means here protein deficiency disease. This disease is occurred caused due to deficiency of proteins in our diet. So what happened? What are the changes? Body parts become swollen due to accumulation of water in the intercellular spaces. Actually, nutrients has to store the body parts, but lack of nutrients, instead of nutrients in the body parts, water will be stored. Then the body parts will be swell, and the muscles will not develop, and also legs will be swell, and the face will be fluffy like a moon. And diarrhea means vomitings and motions, and skin will be dry. These are the symptoms in the kwashiorkor. So symptoms are mainly accumulation of body parts due to accumulation of swelling of body parts due to accumulation of water, poor muscle development, swollen legs, fluffy face, diarrhea, and dry skin. These are the symptoms in the kwashiorkor. So however, don't forget to write first point. Kwashiorkor disease caused due to deficiency of proteins. Then you go to the writing the symptoms. Now second, another malnutrition disease, marasmus. Marasmus. So marasmus, it is due to deficiency of both proteins and carbohydrates. Proteins and carbohydrates. ఇక్కడ calories అన్న carbohydrates అన్న ఒకటే. So due to deficiency of proteins and calories, this disease is caused. Which one? Marasmus. And also this disease caused when female given birth, immediate first birth continuously, the second birth children become like this. So the main symptoms of this person, this student, this boy is lean and weak. Lean and weak. So muscle will not develop, so that you will be weak and lean, and dry skin will be dried. Here also we can see diarrhea. Major symptoms, muscle will not develop. So this is the about marasmus. Next, another disease, obesity. It is reverse than about two. So both kwashiorkor marasmus only causes when due to deficiency of nutrients, but obesity is caused excessive intake of fat containing materials when overeating and less expenditure. Apart from the deficiency disease mentioned above, the constant intake of high calorific food may lead to condition called obesity. High intake, calorific means carbohydrates, fats. ఎక్కువ మొత్తంలో తీసుకోవడం వల్ల ఒబిసిటీ అనేది దారి తీస్తుంది. సో చిల్డ్రన్స్ బికమ్ chubby because of not to utilize the energy, overeating and less exercise. Due to this, children become as a chubby. This is called obesity. In this, what happen? Cholesterol is increases. Children become overweight, and they may suffer from other diseases like cardiovascular diseases, renal diseases, gallbladder diseases. Cardiovascular disease means heart related. Renal means kidney related. Gallbladder means liver related. So chubby or obesity, it leads to causes obesity. It leads to mainly several other symptoms, disease symptoms also we can see. So this is a very, very important question. These three malnutrition diseases we should call in examination level. Sometimes it comes in long answer also. Describe the malnutrition diseases. You have to write three. That is kwashiorkor, marasmus, obesity. Sometimes they may give in choose the correct answers also. That is also you have to keep in your mind.